Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Have you ever had granola bars and thought of how it is made? In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how granola bars are made. And the good news is it's very simple. Kindly subscribe if you're new here and haven't done so. So these are the ingredients you are going to need for your granola bars. The full list of the ingredients and their appropriate measurements will be in the description box. So the first step is to toast your oats in the oven. So you pour your oats onto a baking tray like this, and also toast your almonds as well. So I toasted them in the oven at 170 degrees for 10 minutes. Please note that toasting your almonds is completely optional. You can as well do your granola bars without toasting your almonds, but toasting them would bring out the nutty flavor more. So the next step is to cut your peanuts into large pieces like this. You can do that with a knife or a crusher if you have one at home. So you just go ahead and cut it up like this. Also cut up your almonds with a knife into large pieces. So this was a bit hard and stressful, so at the end of the day I brought out this little mortar and pestle I have in my kitchen and just try to use that instead to cut up the almonds. Now set this aside into a bowl. Pour your toasted oats, add your peanuts, add your almonds as well. Please note that if your peanuts are not salted, mine was salted, so I didn't have to add salt into the mixture. If yours are not salted, if you want, you can add some fine sea salt into this mixture and mix them thoroughly. We want to mix it together so that the nuts are thoroughly incorporated together with the oats. So you can do that with a silicone spatula. Now, after ensuring that it's thoroughly mixed, now for your mixture. This mixture is the one that will bind your granola bars together. So this step is very, very important. So you add your butter into a pan with your honey and some brown sugar. Do this on medium heat. Mix it thoroughly until the brown sugar completely dissolves. Make sure you do not have any sugar lumps left and it is totally dissolved. Some people end up with granola bars that break apart. But trust me, if you follow this tutorial step by step, that would not be your case. What will bind your granola bars together is this mixture. So you want to get this step right. Now you're going to add the mixture into your oats and nut mixture. Do this in batches so that the mixture is thoroughly incorporated. Once again, I would like to say a big thank you to you all for supporting this channel. To all my returning subscribers, new subscribers, and those who are yet to subscribe, I say a big thank you to you all for your support on this channel. I'd like to know where you're watching from. Please leave a comment. Also, let me know if you'll be trying this recipe, and when you do, I'd like a feedback. Please share with me the outcome of your granola bars. I'll be looking forward to them. Now go ahead and melt your chocolate in a pot of boiling water. Now, depending on the consistency of the chocolate that you want, you can decide to melt your chocolate with some coconut oil, for example, so that it can be more runny than this. This was a bit thick. So you spread your chocolate into your baking pan or whatever container you want to use for your granola bars. Spread them like this before you now start to add your granola bar mixture on top of the chocolate. You can as well decide to skip the chocolate. I mean, it's totally up to you. Now, this is the trickiest part. So you pour the mixture on top of the chocolate like this and start to spread it with your silicone spatula. If you get this step right, then 100% success rate is guaranteed. So go ahead and use your spatula, preferably a silicone spatula. I mean, it's flexible and it's going to press it down thoroughly. So you spread it evenly like this. You want to try to make sure that it is as even as possible. So you press it down. I mean, this part took a while, but it was satisfying. I mean, it took me about 5 minutes to thoroughly press it down. Yeah, but it was very satisfying to do. So just spread it evenly and press it down as hard as possible. You want to make sure it is thoroughly packed together. You can see that the more I press it down, the more compact it is becoming. Also, you want to pay attention to the edges. Make sure that all the edges are also well pressed down because it's going to determine the shape and the outcome of your bars. You want to get perfect shape as much as possible. Once you are satisfied with this step, then your granola bar is almost ready. For this to be more thoroughly packed together, the last step is to allow it to sit in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. You can keep it in the refrigerator for more than 2 hours, perhaps 3 or 4. It all depends on you. But if your honey, butter, and brown sugar mixture was well done and you follow the appropriate measurement, then 2 hours is enough for your granola bar to set. After sitting in the fridge for at least 2 hours, this is what it should look like. Bring it out from the pan and cut it up into your desired size. From this, I was able to cut it into 10 pieces. You can store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Thank you once again for watching. I will see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Bye.